Let's talk about the two programs. We'll start with the one that you inherited, Living Foundries. Tell me a little bit about the history of that and its status.
Sure. So the original program manager who launched that effort, Alicia Jackson, she had this vision to start to create a tool bed where we could distill biology to an engineering practice, where you could take something like the design, build, test, learn cycle of engineering and apply that to a biological system like a microbe, an E. coli or a yeast or other type of bacteria, to make products and molecules that would be of value to the DoD. And I really think that her inspiration came from looking at biology as this incredible system that could make a real diversity of molecules that extends well beyond what we can make through traditional manufacturing and chemical processes. So when you have access to that diversity of biology, can you start to manipulate that to make new molecules, things that have never been made before by biology, which is some of the most ambitious goals of the program. So her foundational investments really created the tools under each one of those categories, the design tools that you can quickly, in an automated way, design a biosynthetic pathway to stitch genes together to put into a microbe. Build, so this is the DNA synthesis and insertion of DNA into a living system. Testing, this is the mass spectrometry and other measurement tools to look if a product's been made. And importantly, learning. So this is some of the designs you make are not going to work, and programming that into your learning cycle to not use that design and make a better design next time is really important. So when I took over the program, the Living Foundries 1,000 Molecules program was just taking off. The first phase of the program was to build those individual components and tools, and now the second phase is to really integrate them as a platform to create this foundry-type capability that the U.S. military or a customer, a business customer, could go to a foundry and say, I would like you to make this molecule. Can you develop the biosynthetic pathway and the organism to do it? So the ultimate demonstration of that capability, that foundry capability, is to make 1,000 unique molecules. And we're 551 molecules in. So our teams, which are Amyris, Zymergen, and MIT Broad Institute, they've collectively made 551 molecules.
And can you just give listeners a sense of the kinds of molecules?
Sure, the kinds of molecules. So they're very diverse. They can be anything from adhesives to coatings to paint you might want to put on the outside of an aircraft, all the way to small molecule pharmaceuticals that could be used for medicines, countermeasures, cancer treatments, you name it. The whole gamut of small molecules are being developed under that program. And now we're about 2 years into a 4-year program. The final 2 years is going to prioritize a small subset of those molecules that have been produced that are very compelling that we'd like to scale up. So far we've made pretty much detectable amounts, meaning, very small amounts of each one of those molecules, and we'd like to move to the kilogram level so that these are now testable amounts that we can really implement in larger experiments and testing.